Hi, Anne here. I'm in Maui, as we discussed before, and I think my last segment was about love. I described different kinds of love. It's now just past Valentine's Day, so I'm thinking that a lot of love relationships will have been brought together and lost. I'm very interested in Eminem's love life. I've been studying it carefully. Not like I have designs on Eminem. I know I'm an older lady, but I am interested in what's going on with him just from a psychological point of view. Let's see. I think the biggest relationship that I've noticed was with Rihanna, beside the baby mama that he was with in high school, that I think ended badly. I think a lot of women have betrayed him, unfortunately, and he's really had to stand on his own. And in fact, his relationships with his male friends are predominant. He has lots of bromance. He has a whole tribe in Detroit who are his brothers. They're his dudes. That's who he's with. Those people in 8 Mile, in the inner city. He could live anywhere he wanted on the planet. He could live here in Maui, but he chooses not to. He chooses to live in what I would guess right now is snowy Detroit. Because when things are too comfy, he's not comfy actually. He prefers a little bit of hardship, in my opinion. So what I want to talk about is how the blueprint for our love relationships as adults really comes from our parents. It comes from this really early place that we're not even conscious of. We sort of forget these early times. But it comes out when we're in relationships. The two most important things about an adult love relationship are being able to give and receive love. That sounds really simple, but it's very hard. So let me talk to you about early infant relationships and how that relates. So typically a mother with a baby is mirroring what the baby says. So the baby goes, agoo, and the mom sings back in the same tone, agoo. So they're looking into each other's eyes. Like when I do a couples session, I always encourage the couples to look into each other's eyes. It's profound. That gaze is profound. When it's off, when there's some kind of dysfunction in that relationship, it's really hard to watch. There's this theorist named Beatrice Beebe who spent thousands of hours watching mothers and babies interact. And when there's a really off interaction, the baby literally arches and turns its head away from the mother. It's so exquisitely painful to watch. Now, what happened with Eminem and his mom? I think they bonded actually. I think he's very close to his mom. But I think his mom was a little neglectful because she had too much on her plate. She had to run a home and look after him. And he was really felt angry about that. So he figured out ways to amuse himself, to stay in the world. And he came up with some really inventive, interesting ways to entertain himself. But that has carried over into his adult relationships with women, I'm afraid. You know, there's a lot of aggression, but aggression in service of something greater in his work. And that, I think, has to do with his feelings about his mom. If he didn't have that anger, we wouldn't have the beautiful music that we have. But it's in existence there. So on this Valentine's Day or day after Valentine's Day, day after the Super Bowl, think about the relationship that you have with your loved one and how you can make it better, what kind words you can say, how you can just spend a moment gazing into that person's eyes. Have a good day.